Alrighty. So right now, A-Bounds can play either support or tank. Sir Commander can play such a variety of characters from beginning his Overwatch play as a support player, and then moved on to, I believe, mostly hit scan, which he's going to be playing mostly today, I believe. Xenomorph Killer, you know him from the leaderboards as a Supreme Tracer main. I believe he can also flex on several other DPS and play Roadhog. CMD Soccer Fan is your designated support player for Team Resilience, going from Lucio, a Zen, and I believe even a Mercy. Rez is going to be the designated Genji player for this team, and I believe they're going to go with the most fabled triple DPS strat, which is also a thing that Overwatch Outlaws can play. However, given the chosen picks from Team Overwatch Outlaws, I'm not too sure if they're going to go with the triple DPS strat, and instead they're going to go with the normal 2-2-2 strat.
Look here, yeah, Advent's kind of trolling there, no tanks. This is
Yep.
Clearing the area.
They're on the
It's pretty much
defense, I'm liking that.
regular.
But no extended hit scan, no long range guaranteed DPS coming out from the side of Outlaws, so we shall see how this goes. Fair gonna go ahead and pepper rockets up into that top hallway, that top spawn point as the attacking team. Resilience decides to opt for the right side of the statue, not going high ground, knowing that their opposing team is still on this point pretty heavily. Taking 2 kills, support's getting 1, but Genji coming through with another. Re-Resi on that one. Farah peppering on points, trying to stay alive. Fang able to get 1 kill onto the Zenyatta, but nothing much else from there. That looks like the point pretty quickly on the side of Resilience. Outlaws not really prepared. Didn't seem like they had a foothold on that attack. They lost a character, or they lost a hero early, and that was kind of the end of that defense.
Alright, when you have a moment, you could up your mic sensitivity. I've been hearing that some people say you're a little too soft.
Alrighty. Let's get a little bit closer, that's all.
Looking some picks from Team Resilience, taking the upper lead. Ilac coming back with a kill of his own. Right now, this is pretty much a split set in the second team fight right here. He's really trying to pick off the Mercy very quickly, but he's getting zoned down by the Zarya there. Retreating for a safer spot. He's going to go re-engage again on the center payload there. You see Funkta doing his magic work, trying to get several picks, but his Mercy is getting under fire. Has to retreat. Here comes the justice from Team Overwatch, but
Ooh, and
gets
able to
shut
get
down
a
very
triple.
quickly.
The trade is very worth it there. Wow, team kill coming through for the side of Outlaws, just completely coming back around, full 180 from the defense that we saw on the capture point, able to get them into that little nook and cranny on that double elbow bend in the streets.
My ultimate is charging.
Tarnis does have the pulse bomb. He's looking for his target. The Genji Blade gonna come out from Rezi. Rezi not able to stay up to get any of the kills, though. It looks to me like Tarnis is in the background. He's trying to get these supports, trying to get Zenyatta. Zenyatta able to go down. The Graviton, the Big Bang. Didn't matter. The kills already came through with Insight on the Reinhardt, taking down 2 as Good Lad cleans up Zenyatta. And the only person alive is a bounce on this Winston, but with Tarnis so much in the backline there, causing so much damage and so much of a threat to any retreating characters. Going back for his Mercy, making sure that the Mercy has somebody to fly to. Good move. ID with the sound barrier getting dropped. There it is, keeping his team alive, but not for long. As Insight once again coming in on the Reinhardt, and I've got to let people see what Insight's doing on this Reinhardt. There he is, very forward positioning, making sure that Lucio doesn't get any time to live. Apparently, the fire strike from Insight gonna go ahead and take out Lucio.
My ultimate is charging.
Alright, so here we go. Another push attempt coming in from Resilience. Overwatch Outlaws has been pretty stubborn in these streets phase, not letting a lot go through. The pulse bomb does come out, doesn't get any kills, it looks like. Maybe it hit the shield and not Reinhardt. Rez coming in from Storm Avatar, getting his team back up and into this fight as they take in the kills. The Barrage getting one on the Genji, but getting enough damage to weaken a bot and let him fall to the Fire Strike coming out of Insight. Tarnus once again with the Pulse Bomb on the attacking side. We do have CMD Soccer, and we are going to see if he's going to use this Transcendence to get his team onto the payload and get past his first bin. Their team is having a lot of trouble right here, but it's not gonna. Oh, it looks bad. Tarnus in the background, able to get the Zenyatta once again, and they have nobody guarding them in this backline, and it's becoming a problem. They're not having a lot of ability there to stop what's going on, but they don't need it if the front line's gonna do the work.
Yeah, I'm expecting Re-Resi right now, and he is just going off right now. Definitely helping his team get the crucial picks that they still needed.
He's got that Genji blade up. The next encounter happens. Ult's not in particular on either side. Insight gonna go ahead and use the Earth Shatter, not getting much of it on the side of follow-up. Sound Barrier is gonna keep Outlaws alive as that Genji blade comes through. Also not able to secure kills specifically for himself, but Avant's taking out the Pharah, and there comes the kill. Re-Resi getting a quadruple kill for a team wipe on Outlaws coming out, and the whole team there, that was great. You could see, I can't hear them, but I could see just from watching Re-Resi go from player to player and seeing the damage come out. They are focus firing in a very professional way.
Very good from Team Resilience. They're choosing their targets well and finishing up on them very quickly.
Avant's on the high ground. This defensive Pharah may need to switch soon, which is kind of dangerous because of the ult that she has. The ult is up. We're gonna see Fengta use this. I'm expecting a switch off of on Fengta. Pharah is not as useful in this enclosed space right here. You can't get a lot out of those thrusts. And you can't get high enough to get out of the way of damage from anybody, really. Even a Tracer can get reliable damage on a Pharah. Resilience continuing their push. Avance with his Primal Rage, getting in behind Insight, trying to get this Reinhardt down. He's getting low, but with both a Lucio and a Mercy helping him with the health, the beat's been dropped by Meebert. Storm Avatar holding on to that res as the barrage comes out from Fang. They're picking up CMD on the Zenyatta. Booped off, there goes Insight, and this looks like a decent hold right here coming out from Outlaws. Resilience Remastered with a minute and 20 seconds to make their push.
Thanks for the assist.
Up onto the high ground of Bonds and then onto them. We have a attack visor coming out that was
Heroes never die.
not necessarily immediately shut down, but it didn't get much. A little bit of pick damage here and there. Tarnus taking out Lucio. Winston on this high ground is just being held for this Mercy. Not giving her any room to fly up to the Pharah as a safeguard. First getting back to the point, Storm Avatar as well, but it looks like we're gonna see a push here. Payload's moving, nobody can get on it. 38 seconds left in the time bank with Resilience. That was a good push. We saw some great defensive points and offensive fights. I was kind of surprised that, you kind of talked up Outlaws and then that first defense, but they really did show it on that second team fight in Streets Phase where they came out with that team wipe. Interested to see how they go on attack. If we're gonna see the pharmacy stick, is Fengta gonna try it out? It looks like he is on the side of Overwatch Outlaws. We've got Fengta on the Pharah once again with Storm Avatar and the Mercy to pocket him. No real changes except for Good Lad And then on the side, we have no changes on the side of Resilience. It looks like Abant's still on the Winston. The Zenyatta is still running that triple GPS single tank that has become so prevalent on the console meta and the PC meta. Both. That's a team comp that has been true to both. It wasn't like the whole triple tank being so much more powerful on PC than it was on console due to Ana's power. But this one, it's really... I love these comps because they don't rely on having that singular character. You don't need a Reinhardt, you don't need any specific tank or DPS. You can have these nice full combinations of both. But here we go, 6 seconds. We're about to get into this push. Saying thanks to all of you guys watching the stream and everybody else that's helped him out. Aggressively getting some pressure into Rezi. Rezi gonna go ahead and die off the bat. High ground control is here, but it doesn't look like it's gonna last very long. Nobody can get out of a doorway with Fenkta on this fair. He wants this soldier, gets the soldier. Zenyatta's waiting inside of this hallway, and he's gonna go down too. And there it is. The Pharah, just an unstoppable force from the side of Outlaws. And pick after pick after pick. Rezi trying to get back onto the point, reflecting one rocket back, but not enough because there is so much DPS. The presence of Outlaws on the point is so large. They're going to come in and get it at the very last second. They're going to contest it. Tracer is alive, getting off and then onto the point, which is a good strategy if they can keep one person on the point at all times, and ult will not build. Arnie's trying to stay alive for his team. Looks like CMD is in a bit of trouble. And there it is. There goes the objective for the side of Overwatch Outlaws. The streets phase commences. Resilience with no counter picks coming out of either side. There needs to be something to do with this diva. Or not this diva, I'm sorry, this Pharah.
Let's get you reeled up.
Fenkta's presence has just been far too dominant, and as I speak of it, he gets another kill onto Rezi, and he is just sitting at the beginning of the streets phase, peltering rockets into spawn, making sure that nobody can get out undamaged. Here comes the team as they start to regroup, but once again, Fenkta on this Pharah, uncontrollable, uncounterable. The tac visor comes out, but still the Pharah reigns supreme. The justice comes out, but the damage comes through before it happens. Rezi able to reflect that barrage, actually, right back at her, but she gets rezzed with a vengeance as she comes back for more. Meeper on the Lucio does have the sound barrier ready for the side of Overwatch Outlaws as this payload continues to push unhalted through this streets phase. Almost 4 minutes as they approach the second checkpoint, I'm sorry. Primal Rage from Abant's trying to keep this defense alive, trying to get people off the point, but he gets hammered down. Still in his Primal Rage as he comes out, but not able to keep his health up through that encounter. The kills coming in, the kill feed, especially blue right now. Goodland getting a double. And wow. Strong pushes coming from the side of Outlaws, just completely snowballing through this point. Coming into this next push, we've got 2 supportive ults on the side of Resilience, but Overwatch Outlaws with a lot of offensive power. That pulse bomb can open up a field for that tac visor. If he can take out the Rhine, he's got free reign on that. Both sound barriers are gonna go ahead and get dropped as this team battle commences. Zenyatta gonna invest the Transcendent CMD. No ults except for the tac visor for Resilience as they push back Overwatch Outlaws. It looked to me like this was a bit of an eco push, but Tarnis decided to use his pulse bomb. I didn't see who it landed on.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Xenomorph in this little hallway, hoping to go around and get the Reinhardt, maybe pull him in. Oh, the Tracer, he barely misses that chance to get the hook, but he's gonna try and watch this flank. Anyway, the Pharahs go at it as Rezi has switched off to Genji. I missed that switch.
Tactical visor activated.
Tactical visor coming out from Sir Commander. Abansi picking up one on the Reinhardt. Justice reigns from above, but Fankta can't get more than one kill as Sir Commander turns and ID helps get that final bit of damage. Mercy getting dangerously close to the lines of the enemy. Roadhog in trouble in this side room. He falls down to Insight. Good lad taking out the Lucio from the other team. And look at this, Overwatch Outlaws finishing their push with almost 3.5 minutes left in their time bank. And based on both teams' defenses on that first point, I can see why the 2 CP maps were taken out of the map pool. It looked like both teams had a lot of trouble on that first point's defense.
Keep the skies clear. Form up. Group up with me.
Alrighty, so coming into this next push, we have, oh dear, looks like we're gonna have a pause. One of the players did just disconnect.